so annoying. I was tired of hearing them sing Rent all day. 500,000 men. I was like, oh my God, they are nerds. But outside of that, I've always been a person that entertainment has always been the goal. That's always been what I'm striving for, what I'm working towards. And I'm a very calculated person. So as I was in school doing musical theater, my whole thing was, bitch, how you gonna make money?
What's up? Welcome to the Hube Knows Best Pod. I appreciate your support. In return, I hope I provide you with some worthwhile gems that benefit you on your journey. At the very least, I hope I put a smile on your face. If not, hopefully you share this with someone that does benefit. And I got you next time. Again, thanks for joining today, and let's get this thing going.
All right, welcome to another episode of the Hube Knows Best Pod, where I'm going to give you the whole truth. Nothing but the truth. Well, as best I can, so help me God. I have the lovely, the hilarious, the annoying Tiaramy Maloy. All the way from sunny Los Angeles, California, by the way of Houston, H-Town, Texas.
Yes.
Welcome, Tiaramy.
Well, thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Happy to be here.
It's very cold here. So how are you feeling about that?
I used to live here. I went to college in Chicago. So, I'm still not used to the cold. Never will be. So, not a fan of it.
Yeah, you went from Houston to LA. Those are not.
Houston, Chicago.
Yeah, but you ain't been in Chicago a while.
Yeah, it's about 10 years.
Yeah, that's like moving back here is like moving back to DC. It's unnecessary to be this cold.
But I love Chicago.
It's October. It shouldn't be 30 degrees outside.
It's freezing, baby.
Yeah. So thank you for joining today. Wanted to bring Tiaramy on. She has her own great personality. She has her own show, Tappin Tuesdays, right? She's a singer, actress, entrepreneur.
Okay, you better know things are the things, honey, period.
Also a clown. Brought on Tiaramy, just, talk about her journey as an entertainer, navigating the world, right?
Yeah.
From Houston to Chicago to back to Houston, back to LA. We was talking about it today. Like, you got some song credits on Apple Music.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about it, but Tiaramy, introduce yourself to the audience. Tell them a little bit about yourself. I know I already told them.
Right. You already kind of like gave all the things of which I am. But let's take these bangles off because I cannot stand that stuff.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for a while now. But anyway, yeah, like he said, he really said everything. My name's Tiaramy. I'm originally from Houston, Texas. I went to college in Chicago, Columbia College of Chicago, and yes, I graduated with a BA in television directing and production because everybody don't be graduating from Columbia because that motherfucker got high. Moving right along, graduated, came back to Houston to pursue my music full time. Had a nice run, did some great things with some great people, got a few songs with a few legends, all the little Slim Thug, Lil Kiki, Big Pokey, just a few people. I'm a content creator. I'm an actress, and now I reside in LA, and it's been amazing. Been there for 5 years. Just made my 5-year mark. They say it takes 10 to make it in LA. So I got 5 more. Yeah, 5 more to go, but I'm doing pretty damn good though.
Okay.
So, no complaints.
So, you're from Houston. Houston is a big music city. It's not New York or Chicago or LA, but like a lot of great talent has come out of Houston. We got the guys that you mentioned, right?
Right, those are Houston legends though. They're like 20 plus years in the game.
Right. We got Beyonce, Destiny's Child. We got
Megan Thee
Stallion. We was talking about Kurt Cobain.
Yeah. And we got some new rising talent, like Kenny Man is another guy. What is his name? Oh, of course, Sauce Walker. Mexican OT. He's a.
Is that the dude with the grill?
The chicken. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to my boy B Dub because he be producing his music and stuff. Right. So.
Yeah. So we've got Paul Wall.
Oh yeah. Legends.
Yeah.
A millionaire legend.
Yeah.
B King. What up, my boy?
Yeah. We even claim Travis Scott. He's from Mo City.
They're still damn near Houston. Big cities are so funny when it comes to like the breakdown. It's like, baby, it's Missouri City, but it's still you're not going to Chicago saying I'm from OC. You're gonna go to Chicago and tell motherfuckers I'm from Houston.
I guess. I mean, when I went to Howard, a lot of people, when I would say I was from Columbus, they were like, "How close is that damn?" And I'm like, "It's not. It's an hour and a half away."
And it's funny because I just heard somebody. I don't know. I was watching some interview and somebody was saying like, when you are from Atlanta or you're from Georgia, the reason why people say Atlanta is because that's the one city that everybody knows.
Well, people be saying Savannah. I'm like, that's on the other side of the state, and that's like, I guess, a vacation destination for people that don't travel. Yeah. That misinformation. It feels like slavery.
Oh, wow.
Charleston, South Carolina, and Savannah feels very much like the ghost of slaves being shipped into the United States. That's the feeling you got. It's very humid. It's very old town-ish looking. I mean,
gonna take my horse on Old Town Road. I'm going, sorry. As a singer, I always I got a song for everything. So
okay. All right. So what got you into music?
What got me into music? Dang, that's a good question. Honestly, I come from a musical family. My mom is a singer, was a singer. My dad was the minister of music. I am a preacher's granddaughter. My daddy is a PK. So my grandfather had a church, was a minister for over 50 years. And I started off in church like most singers do. And I'm Church of Christ. I don't know if anybody know about Church of Christ, but we don't use instruments. So everything that we do is a cappella. So, no shade for people that use instruments, but if you can sing without instrumentation, I mean, you got a good ear. Because you know harmony, and you know when somebody off key or something, right? So you got to have a real keen, good ear for that.
Yeah, because we was listening to Flavor Flav earlier and singing the national anthem. And he actually did pretty decent.
Decent.
Yeah, he was, he ain't the best singer. I'll probably give him a C-, maybe a D+, but he stayed on key for the most part. He had a little bit of riff.
He did.
He clearly had a vocal coach.
Absolutely.
Or he used to sing when he was a child and he tapped to it.
Well, they say that he was a musical prodigy. He was 15. He knew how to play like several instruments and something. I mean, that's what I've seen in the comments, not y'all. Don't quote me. Go Google that.
Okay. All right. So, I also sang in the choir growing up because my father is a singer. Right.
Okay.
No.
Bless or no?
No.
No? Okay.
Shout out to the former singers that gave it up because they knew that wasn't their
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't my ministry. I was a pretty decent singer. I went to Allstate and stuff like that, but I didn't want to learn how to read music.
So you were a tenor, bass? Tenor 1, tenor 2?
When I went to Allstate, I was an alto.
Oh, you cut up there.
Yeah, but then my voice changed.
Okay, so it dropped?
Yes. And then, I didn't really want to learn how to control my voice. It wasn't fun anymore, especially when they tried to make me read music. And I was like,
okay.
Yeah. I started playing football. And also my mother took the fun out of it because she started making me try to sing solo, like Smoking Norfolk and stuff like that in front of church.
Not a second for another minute.
You're from Rockville.
Shut up!
Like church really happens.
I did not know that. That was definitely one of my first songs that I was singing at the New Year's Eve watch night. If you in church, everybody know about New Year's Eve watch night.
Right. I for sure hated those because I'm like, okay, it's midnight. Can we go home?
Nah, baby, we gotta praise the Lord. You need to praise the Lord. You need to bring in your New Year with the Lord.
Bro.
I don't even think churches really even do that as much as they used to.
They shouldn't.
They don't, like my church, they don't do it no more. Baby, let me tell you something. Watch night used to be that thing. It was the event of the end of the year because my church was having popping. It used to just be so fun though.
I mean, I just think for me it was because we had been in my church. We didn't understand they didn't understand the concept of time. Okay. So we got in there 8 or 9 p.m.
That's standard, and you stayed at 12.
Yeah, but then we would be there till 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Cause they closing up, getting up.
No, that was when the service actually
was in wrapping up. Okay, now we used to actually wrap up midnight, maybe 12, 15.
Yeah, no.
And then you congregate afterwards, and then you probably leave.
They would be praying up until 12 o'clock. And then we start the shouting and the singing and the sermon. And I was like,
Just amen.
Nah. And I don't think it's really safe to be out that late at night anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, absolutely. I mean, that's when the drunk drivers are out and people are shooting up in the air. I don't know what it is about folks loving to shoot their guns in the air on New
whatever
Year's
goes
Eve.
up,
gotta come down.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so you grew up in the choir, right?
Grew up in church, sung in a choir, and so I always had a love for acting and music. So they were both a passion of mine.
Okay.
And but the music just came first because that's what I was around the most.
Mm-hmm.
My mom picked up on my love for acting and just like always doing funny. I was like 6 years old in the car doing reenactments and stuff. And my mom was like, picked up on it, and she put me in a performing arts school. So I was able to do all of the things. I could do music, I could dance, I could do choir, I could do piano. And so at the school that I went to, Bethune Academy, what's up, Ackerson Fofo, you had the option to go to all the classes, and by the time you got into 5th grade, you had to pick like, okay, this is what I'm going to focus on. So I decided to focus on theater. So for a while, probably like from 5th grade all the way up until my 9th grade year of high school, I wasn't singing. I was just strictly theater. Jazz hands and dance. Oh yeah, I love dance.
Is this why you so extra now?
Yes, I'm a musical theater kid.
Yeah.
It's just it's time to go. I have to go. Is that
like Glee or something?
Glee is like an extension of what the musical theater kids are like. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's fun.
Did you get bullied for that?
I did not, because I was a cool kid. I always been cool. I made theater cool.
So you was a cool performing artist there.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
because I was popular.
Okay.
Like even in middle school, like I was voted drama queen, most talented, most witty. Like I was always the popular funny.
You got the yearbook, so you can.
I do have the yearbook. You sure can.
All right.
I got it right at my mama's house, baby.
All right. Make sure you send those pictures.
Right, and also in high school too, senior year, I was nominated. But here's a funny story. So I always been a person that like don't mind sharing my shine, because I already know I be shining. So I had a friend who wanted to be voted most talented. I was nominated for 2, most talented and most witty. But everybody was like, you should tell everybody to vote for you for most talented. But I had a friend, she wanted to win most talented. So I said, no, y'all vote for her. And then y'all can vote for me for most witty. But it was another girl that had told everybody else vote for her for most witty. So I didn't win either one because I was trying to
be a good friend.
But everybody knows.
But you just said you won Miss Witty, didn't you?
I won it in 8th grade, so I got nominated twice, middle school and high school.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been that girl since. Since the young whippersnapper.
Don't dislocate your shoulder patting yourself on the back.
Okay. You got to pat yourself on the back, because who else gonna help it? You better hype yourself up.
Yeah.
Anywho.
And so, all right, so being a black woman in musical theater, right? You decide, you matriculate through high school. Yeah,
I go to college.
And you decide to come to Chicago of all places.
Yeah, because I was too afraid to go to New York.
Okay, tell us why.
So Juilliard was one of the top choices that I wanted to do for musical theater. And I decided against it, one, because it was super expensive.
Okay.
And I had one cousin that lived in New York. And we were going to go visit, but I had a friend named Quasi. Shout out to Quasi, who is actually one of the creative directors for Beyonce, and has been for several years. I'm not sure if he still works with her company, but from the time we were in our early 20s up until now, he had been working with her. But he was the one who told me about Columbia College. Okay. Because it was between USC and California for theater. It was either theater or film. And then I had got accepted to USC. I did DePaul, their theater conservatory, which was also out here.
DePaul or DePaul? DePaul.
Yeah, DePaul.
Okay. I'm like,
I can't pronounce them all of them.
Because there's another school that has a UW.
Oh, okay, got you. No. So DePaul in Chicago. Okay. So that was the other school that I was auditioning for their theater conservatory as well. And then, so those are my two top choices. It was DePaul and it was USC. USC had out-of-state fees. And my mama was like, them joints is too high. Okay. And I was like, all right. Let me go look at DePaul. DePaul was private, so they didn't have out-of-state fees. So it's just flat for everybody. And then if you got into the conservatory, you could get a scholarship. Okay. And so that's why I was like, all right, I'm going to Chicago. I'm going to DePaul. Quasi's like, hey, check out Columbia. Because they got a dope musical theater program too. And it's like a little bit more livelier. So like, go check it out. So anyway, went to the DePaul audition, killed it. And then I went to Columbia to go visit. And I just absolutely love Columbia. I love the campus. I love that it was downtown in the city. It was very liberal. And that's what the college was. It was literally Columbia College, liberal arts college. So very liberal, just very eclectic, lively looking people, very artsy people. And I was in that bag. I was a very artsy young lady. Yeah, but a cool weirdo. I mean, I had a point where I was like a whole BX skater girl vibe. I had cut my hair. Yeah.
You like a goth?
Not all the way, but definitely close. Definitely listen to my Red Chili Peppers in the morning on MTV Jams.
Yeah. All right.
And Paramore.
Finding some things out here. All right. You know the girl who 40th birthday we went to graduate from DePaul.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. She didn't major in finance or anything.
Right.
But okay.
Obviously I decided not to go to DePaul because I liked Columbia and I actually got into the conservatory. I was on the waiting list. And so they were like, we're going to put you on the waiting list and someone drops out, you take the spot. I'm like, all right, cool. But I was like, I ain't even going to do it because I like Columbia. They just had so much more to offer their students that were in the arts. DePaul is still a academic school. Yeah. And then the other thing that I didn't like about the conservatory, also with Juilliard as well, is that you don't keep your spot. You got to keep re-auditioning every year. You got to keep re-auditioning. I was like, I don't know if I want to do all of that. Okay. That's fair. And there was a lot of these at DePaul.
This going yeah, right?
That's fine. That's why I'm an entrepreneur. There's a lot of palms. I ain't got nothing wrong with the palms. Ain't nothing wrong with the palms. But I'm from the South. And I'm just used to being with the browns.
Because there's a lot of browns.
Browns and blacks.
Got you. All right, cool. So what, when you get here.
I get here.
You were telling me how you got robbed.
I got robbed.
On the bus.
On the bus.
South side.
Trying to go get a press and curl for $40.
She was looking like a lick, apparently. On her phone, not paying attention, not being aware of her surroundings. Because I feel like you might have grown up a little sheltered, maybe a little bit.
Okay, explain shelter. Okay. What do you think as shelter?
Sheltered is not understanding that, hey, I'm in a...
I ain't got no street smarts?
I wouldn't say not street smarts, but you be in the house, so you're not really thinking that somebody gonna take your phone off the bus.
Nah, so definitely not shelter. My mom was a parent that definitely allowed me to go and do things, but within moderation.
The bounds.
And yes, definitely had boundaries. You can't... Because my mom was the type of parent that always was like, I want you to have freedom, but I still want you to be in a child's place. So, for example, I could go to the movies, but I had to get picked up by, before midnight because I got to go to church in the morning. Or I could go and get my nails done, but I got to have a job and have my own money, not use my allowance money. It was like that. I'm going to let you do things, but you got to wait for a little bit because then you ain't going to have nothing to look forward to. Right. So, definitely not that. I just was in a new city and living on my own and listening to my homie, who's Amira, who was saying, girl, shorty on 79th, do press and curls for $40.
Oh, Amira wasn't with you.
Amira was with me. We was together. But I'm the only one that got robbed.
Hold on, is Amira from here?
Amira is not from here. Mary is from Cincinnati. And so in her mind, she like, cause I'm telling her, I'm like, 79th? Like, girl, I heard 79th. We not supposed to go down there. Like, I had already been told this. Now, mind you, on Tappin Tuesday, this is what I do. I tell stories. So I'm telling her, I'm like, nah, like, they was telling me don't go down on 79th. Like, it's bad over there. She was like, girl, it ain't bad over there. Don't you be around black people all the time? It's just like being around your people. Like, you scared to be around your people? I'm like, nah, I ain't scared to be around my people. My grandma lived right over there off Yellowstone and Scott. Third one with her. She lived right over there, like Yates High School. I ain't scared to be around my people.
Right.
She like, we gonna be straight. We going in the daytime like we good. She was like, I just went over there 2 weeks ago and got my hair done by myself and nothing happened. I'm like, all right, cool.
Maybe we're lucky, Amira.
And that she was. But I went down there. This is when Coach was popping and Guess was really popping. I had my little Coach shoes on with my little Guess bag, you know. My little Kanye sweater, scarf on, because that's when Kanye was popping College Dropout. Actually, it wasn't College Dropout at that part. He had, what's the one after College Dropout? Graduation?
So there was College Dropout, late registration.
Late registration. It was late registration time. So I got my little scarf on.
Changing herself a little bit.
It's okay. I look good, though. We on the bus and we got off the train. Train was a smooth ride because see, we got U passes. So when you go to Columbia or any college and they got the train system, they give you a pass that you can ride the train and bus unlimited. At least when I went to school, you pay $90 for the year. That whole work all year except on the holidays when your ass supposed to be at home during break. Now, they don't work during the break. But anyway, got our U pass. We on there. You on the bus, you know what I'm saying? We hitting 79th and Wood. So when you get off that 79th and the Dan Ryan, Wood is probably like, it's like far down 79th. It ain't even like the first two streets. It's like down there. I'm not knowing this though. We get on the bus, we laughing, the kiki, the little fruity man, bucket boys. I had never seen no shit. I said, what these niggas doing? They just buzzing on the buckets. It was cool. Get on the bus. I'm texting my daddy. I'm like, hey, you think you can send me $100 because I need to wash clothes offline? Well, I need to wash clothes. I need a little more items for school. Before I could even send the damn text message, it was me, a pole, and the young man in the mirror was standing behind me. The bus stopped. The young man reached around the pole. He snatched my phone, and it was like he timed it perfectly. As soon as this motherfucker snatched the phone, the lady opened the door like for the people to get out the bus. He was like, tap, pop. It was so quick. Like I was like,
What kind of phone was it?
I had it was like a Nokia slider. And it had a camera.
You was excited about that phone, huh?
I love my phone. And it was red because red is one of my favorite colors because I was born in July and ruby red is the birthstone of the July babies, if you didn't know. So I'm like, my little slider, I take a picture of that boy. And just burnt off running. I look down at my phone, I look up, I look at him, and he's gone. Like, I don't even see him. He just gone. And I just busted out crying. And the bus driver started cursing. It was like, everybody get the hell off the bus. Get the hell off the bus. I'm on the bus. She like, baby, where you from? I'm like, I'm from Texas. She like, how long you been in Chicago? I'm like, I go to school here downtown. Don't you ever come back over here. Stay your ass downtown. Don't come back over here. So she like, I gotta call the police. You can't leave. I gotta make a report. We waited on. My phone got snatched at about 4:30 p.m. The police didn't show up until about 8 p.m.
That sounds about right for Chicago police.
It was dark outside by the time. We was just sitting on the bus.
I got in a car accident on Jeffrey and 75th. Or 73rd, one of them. 73rd, I think. And police drove by. So I had called the police. The police station ain't that far from where my accident happened. Sat there for about 2 hours. Nobody showed up. And then they called me at like 8 o'clock. We don't see you. You think I sat here for 3 hours? The article.
That's ridiculous. Well, at least they show up in Chicago. You call the police in LA, they don't go.
I mean, I wouldn't go either in LA because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you get in an accident in LA, you just gotta hope the person give you the right insurance.
Right.
Literally.
I live in California, so I understand it.
Yeah.
And the car insurance in California is ridiculous. I think like insurance used to be like 2 something. I moved home to Georgia, it was like 130.
Blessings.
All right, so we go in. We at Columbia College. We had our traumatic experience.
Now it's first semester of school.
Right. Now you told me that like you came in as this music theater major.
Yes, first semester of freshman year. Yes,
Right, and you said
hated it.
Nah, I can't do it.
So annoying. I was tired of hearing them sing Rent all day. 500,000 men. I was like, oh my God, they are nerds. But outside of that, I've always been a person that entertainment has always been the goal. That's always been what I'm striving for, what I'm working towards. And I'm a very calculated person. So as I was in school doing musical theater, my whole thing was, bitch, how you gonna make money? How you gonna make some money with this damn degree? Musical theater? What, you gonna go be a teacher? Like, we gotta think of something else. We still want to do entertainment, but what is something that we can use that can actually make us some money though? Like, if we just really need to go ahead and say, all right, the music, the acting, the being an entertainer ain't working, let me go ahead and get a job. I'm looking through the other majors, and I run across television directing and production. And I'm reading what it all entails, like, learning how to do storytelling, editing, motion and graphics. Same thing as film, but just condensed, because television is always going to be 30 minutes, to an hour, versus film, hour plus. I'm like, I don't really want to do film.
Okay.
But the television, because my vision is I want to be on TV.
Okay.
I'm a singer, so I want to be able to edit and curate my own music videos and direct them and produce them. And if I need to edit them and color correct them, I can do all of this for myself. And then once I'm
over here.
Hello, and then I can tell somebody else, hey, I be and let me help you out. And that's that's what I did. So after freshman year, I went to my advisor and said, hey, I'm gonna switch. I switched, and I actually went to school year round because I wanted to graduate within my 4 years so that I could hurry up and get my ass back to Houston so I could sing.
Okay. So you get through college, right?
Get through college.
So you told me like most of your friends, Shay, did not graduate.
No, they didn't. They didn't. But it's all right.
Everybody's journey is different.
It's all right. Columbia is one of those schools, like, I think this is what it is. When you're an artsy person anyway, and you're not going for a major that is like conventional. Am I using that right?
Sure.
Like, like you're not going to be a doctor, you're not going to be a lawyer, you're not going for business, you're going for like artsy stuff. Like, we're fickle people sometimes. We could be a little fickle.
Sound like that was a word we used yesterday. Or I used that word.
That was describing you though.
Yeah.
Not I.
I've been artsy. I used to write short stories, write poems.
But you went to school for something that you could absolutely...
Well, see, I had the realization that artsy stuff wasn't going to make me no money.
No, it ain't.
At a very young age. I made that decision
early on.
Like in elementary school. Right? Because my mom, for sure, I had headshots. She had me auditioning for the Heat of the Night.
Hey! Not the Heat of the Night.
Yeah. If you're old enough, that's of a certain age,
In the heat of the night.
So I was supposed to be the deputies.
So
I still got the little pictures that she had of me.
So cute.
I was singing, but I was like, them folks don't make no money unless you make it big.
Unless you're top tier, you gotta be in the 1 percentile.
Right. And I was like, and that's why I didn't really care about being a professional athlete. I was like, what can I do that will make me money consistently?
Right.
And damn near guaranteed.
Right.
Because I see how my parents work. I don't want to work like that.
Well, absolutely.
Don't want to do that.
Right.
But I also don't want to hedge all my bets on being the best of the best at a skill that a lot of people have.
Right.
Like, a lot of people can sing.
It's all about the hustle, though.
Right. And I was like, I don't really care that much. Like, I was singing because it was fun.
Right.
And when it wasn't fun no more,
you stopped.
I stopped singing.
I stopped singing for 3 years. I just started back doing music.
Okay.
And like, and I still don't even consider myself an artist anymore. I mean, even though everybody's like, you are still an artist, but just the part of having to promote myself, having to come up with these grand ideas and writing and being in a studio, like, you know, at some point for me, it was just feeling like a job. And like, oh, I need to make it versus it being just something I enjoy. So now I'm enjoying it again. And now I'm in a position because I'm a lead singer of a band in LA. We're called Up From Here Band. So we just started in April of this year. And glory be to God, we have been booked and busy ever since we got together. And all of them are amazing musicians. We've all been on tour with really big artists. Like I've been on tour with Kanye. Another one of my friends, she's been on tour with, I think her name is Kylie.
Kylie, what you said.
She goes on tour with her, has done Coachella with her twice. And then like
She was on the song with Daniel Caesar.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, like and then like
Dates there. Downtown.
got you. So yeah, and then the other ones, like everybody has done amazing things. We're a collective of just I'm the singer and they're musicians, so we're like professionals for sure. We don't do nothing for free.
I mean, I got to catch you at one of your shows when I was out in LA.
Yeah,
you know,
and that wasn't even our best show, honestly.
Tiaramy is, let's say, entertaining. She has a lot of personality on stage.
I'm a comedian of the weekends.
You know, she thinks she's hilarious.
I'm hilarious. That's the thing.
I think she's entertaining.
Let me tell y'all how I know I'm hilarious. And I want y'all to go look this man up. His name is D-Lay. He's a hilarious comedian based out of Louisiana. I met him in LA. It doesn't matter. He's funny. He's funny. And he used to, and you know what he used to do stuff? He used to come up under Bill Bellamy. Bill Bellamy's funny, right? Nothing funny? Okay, well, whatever. D-Lay funny as hell. Y'all go look him up.
Bill Bellamy's related to Shay.
I did not know that.
Because.
Wow. Anyway, D-Lay funny as hell. And he told me, along with some other comedians back home in LA, they were like, you know, women, they don't really be funny to me.
They don't.
But you, Tiaramy, you naturally funny. You should try to get on the stage. And I'll be like, nah, I don't want to, because that's the point. I'm just funny in the moment.
Right.
I'm not sit and write a script to like, pop, you know what I'm saying? Trying to find the punchlines and stuff like that. But I look at my Tappin Tuesday as my comedy stage. Because when I reenact and tell my stories, I'll be watching myself and I'll be laughing.
I mean, so I've heard.
And so do everybody else.
I've had people tell me I should do like comedy because I'm very dry and I say things in a very interesting way.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's very blunt and a little rude.
Yeah. I mean, if they follow me, they know this. If they've ever tapped into Tots, you know.
He always talking about somebody and what he don't like. I say he need to put that on TikTok because baby, they'll eat him up.
That's fine. They can eat
in a good way and a bad way, but that's what you want. You look, no press is bad press, okay? As long as they commenting and engaging, that's all that really matters.
It's funny because last week I had people DMing me like, "Oh, you shouldn't talk about women and
about the booty and the." So first of all, I was finna troll you. I was about to keep going, but I said, I'm gonna let him live the James.
You should have trolled.
I wanted to troll him, but I definitely put a comment like, "Shorty can't wear a little tights about booty little."
No.
If she want to wear a saggy diaper, let sis wear the saggy diaper. Why does it matter to you?
Because I want people to always present themselves as their best self.
Hey man, everybody ain't blessed to have an ass. So
there are things that you could do to make sure that you accentuate what you do got.
Child, if you built like a SpongeBob, there's never gonna be nothing that can accentuate your ass. All you can do is accentuate whatever else you got. So if you got nice titties, then you accentuate the titties. And
I'm trying to do a lot of areas.
What? Keep it raw, baby. We like it raw. Raw and uncut.
Anyway.
Don't cut nothing.
All right. So you finish, you go back to Houston.
I go back to Houston because my producer was like, we finna blow you up. We finna pipe you up, bro. We finna pipe you up. And honestly, we did a lot of good work. But the niggas wasn't fucking with that music, that R&B music in Houston. They was not fucking with our sound. So like, mind you, this like When I finally moved back to Houston to really do music, this is like 2012, 2013. Me and my producer, DJ Young Sam, shout out to you, Break Them Boys Off, because that was our label. Breaking Them Boys Off. We was so Houston. And baby, I used to be ripping Break Them Boys Off like it was a gang. Okay? I was the only female first lady of Break Them Boys Off. Like, we was a real little small little.
That sounds very gangster rap-ish for y'all to be singing R&B.
Well, I was the R&B singer. Everybody else was rappers. Mm-hmm. So it was me, Hood Star Chance, King Rashid. No, you're not, because none of us blew up. Niggas had to.
Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, I'm still going though. I'm not stopping, baby. Because
are they still doing things?
No, I mean they're family men now. Okay. Like they got kids and stuff. Yeah, they was like, that shit ain't happening. But I've just always been a hustler. I've never been a 9-to-5 girl, even with my degree. I ain't never worked no real 9-to-5. I've always had jobs where I can come and go as I please. Mm-hmm. And outside of that, I'm just like a true hustler. Like I know how to make some money. One thing about Tiaramy, I'm never gonna go broke because I can know how to go make some money. I got a lot of skill.
She's not talking about scamming.
No, I don't pop pee.
She doesn't shake her butt without clothes on. Got it.
And I don't sell it.
That's good too.
But it also ain't for free. Anyway. Hey, you gotta tell the people, because the people don't know what I do in real life. They be like, what do you do? Everything.
She does hair.
I do. I have a hair braiding business in LA called Braids by Tissue. So if you're ever in LA and you need to get your hair braided, holler at your girl. And no, I'm not gonna stand you up. I'm not gonna be late. I'm gonna have all the products. All you gotta do is show up with your hair washed and blow dried. That's it. I got everything you need. Braids by Tissue, that's the main source. Mm-hmm. And then part-time, I do BI work.
People don't know that.
Behavioral instructional work. So I am what you call a 101, and I work with students who have disabilities.
Okay. It's very commendable work.
Thank you. It's very hard work. A lot of patience.
And she has very little.
Do you know my life?
I text you when you at work. And sometimes
this man don't know me. I just met this man 5 minutes ago.
I'd be like, God bless that little child.
No, honestly, it is rewarding work, but it does take a lot of patience, because usually you're doing more work than what you are actually supposed to be doing. Like, I'm only supposed to be there to make sure the kid ain't acting up, but I still find myself having to teach him on the side of what his teacher should be teaching him. But we'll talk about that a little later.
We'll talk about it later. Okay.
So moving right along. Okay, Houston, Break Them Boys Off, DJ Young Sam. So when we're putting out music, this is 2012, this is 2013. Hopefully Hugh can maybe insert some of my stuff so y'all kind of hear what I was sounding like. Just a little clippity clip. But if not, the girl has vocals. So we making songs.
We'll link your list.
Yeah, you can link it in. I got hella mixtapes, hella videos, all of that stuff. I got about 5 mixtapes.
Okay.
And
how long are these mixtapes?
Like, some are short, some have 5 songs, some have 10, some have 12. But I was putting in that work for a little minute. Okay. But the people wasn't rocking with the R&B music. And we were using, so this is when we were using samples before niggas was actually really utilizing samples like they are now. Mm-hmm. So I had, my first mixtape was called, There's Something About Tiaramy. Mm-hmm. And then I had another one that was called, what was the other one? It was like Real Love. Mm-hmm. And I redid all 90s R&B music. So my first music video ever, Lord, I look a mess, but y'all can go look it up.
Give us the link.
It's called Tiaramy, Real Love. And I rewrote Mary J. Blige, Real Love. Baby, when I say they told me up in them comments, oh, she wrote it and Mary J. Blige saw this. Can't sing, boo. Oh, they used to tell me up. I really had to.
Here's the thing, Mary J. can't sing it.
I really had to get some, but I can. But back then I was raw. I was raw and unfiltered, and I was still kind of like honing in on my craft and my vocals. And I'm churchy. Always been churchy and like a little soulful. So I ain't never had no cute little voice. Always like a big woman, you know? Big voice, little body.
Tiaramy's a little person. She's barely 5'1".
Yeah, I'm sure you could tell by the size.
Yeah, she's a little person.
I'm only 107 pounds.
Yeah, wait.
Pretty much.
Chicago wind. I'm surprised you didn't get blown away living here.
I did at one point. The wind blew me from one street to the other. Not a lie. Walking around, I was walking from school.
All right.
Walking from school, and the wind literally picked me up off my feet, and I was like, and everybody was like,
90 something pounds.
I was 18, about 90 pounds, no lie.
So you did mixtapes.
So I did the mixtapes, and they weren't fuck with the music. They didn't start really fucking with the music until probably around 2016. I did a song with this girl named Just Brittany, and she was on Love and Hip Hop. She was also on Unsigned or something like that when Rick Ross and them had their show. So she was already pretty well known, had songs with B King. These are just all Houstonian, like, well known people.
And B King, stop fucking
Bro, niggas, stop.
Yeah. Keep looking at, bro. Let me tell you something. B King journey is amazing. But yeah, like, all of these were my peers.
I love his music.
Yes, love B King.
It's very entertaining.
Literally just was doing a little he in the DM today. Like,
Okay.
so these were all my peers at the time, even though they had way more clout, as the young people say today, than me. But we're all peers. We all know each other. We all in the same vicinity because my producer was also the DJ for Slim Thug and also his videographer. So I'm around the Houston greats or whatever like that, but Houston itself, it was a little slow to catch on to what me and Sam was doing. And, you know, I'm going to be real, niggas was holding their nuts on us. They was holding their nuts on us. They was like, not trying to fuck with us. But it never discouraged. Like, of course we got discouraged because we're human, but it never made us say we gonna stop. Like, we was just like, we just gonna keep going, putting in these niggas' face.
So would you say Houston is like a hard place to like break out in music?
I think any place that you're from the hometown and you're anytime you're in your hometown doing music, at least back then, it was tough. It was so tough because
I do feel like Houston had a lull in like putting out artists from like probably my senior year in college until like May came out, honestly.
Yeah, it was.
Because you had Kirko for that little run.
And then nothing. Literally nothing until Meg Thee Stallion. That was like 2017. 16.
18.
Actually 18, my bad. You're right. 2018.
Yeah.
That's when she really, really popped out. But it was nothing. Nobody was making no noise.
Yeah.
But also, it's politics. Of course, that's anywhere.
Politics.
Everything is politics.
Yeah.
And sorry, Houstonians, but the DJs, y'all be holding y'all nuts on artists. And I never will forget going to all of the spots because I want to look in the dead ass camera so y'all can see my eyes. Going to the DJ spots trying to get my record played, and y'all niggas got me waiting all the way up until motherfucking 1:50 a.m. to spin my record, and a bitch done been there since 10:30 p.m. I remember that and all y'all niggas who held y'all nuts on me, woof! Y'all gonna be sorry. Cause I'm finna be out of here. You just wait and see. I'm already out of here. The world just don't know yet. But I remember them days, and at that time, me and Sam had brought on my best friend Tanisha to manage me because she was doing public relations with another young lady that went to high school with us, and now she does PR for Slim and all of them. Like, one thing about Houston is like, you can be famous in Houston and not be famous nowhere else.
Right.
I think
that happens a lot.
Yeah, in any major city, you can literally make money in your city and in your region and don't nobody else know who the hell you are.
Yeah, I mean, I think that happens with probably 95% of artists, honestly.
Facts.
If not more.
You get your show money, you got a few hits, you get your show money, you gone.
Get your little bag, invest, and move on about your business.
Brown paper bag, keep it moving. So, you know, niggas was on their nuts on me. And, but then I was like, I don't give a damn. So I'm the type of person, you gon' hear me. So it's 1:50 a.m. and you making everybody leave. Give me this mic. You should be loving me. Like, I'm on the microphone singing my heart out. Everybody stopping in their tracks like, hold up. And I'm a performer. I'm an entertainer, as he said. So, baby, I'm walking through the crowd. I'm singing in niggas' faces like, no, y'all gonna listen. Y'all ain't walking out yet. The nigga want to make me wait 18 hours. Y'all staying. And that's really what started making people respect me. And I started getting nominated for little awards. Like, I got, like, just, you know, local stuff. And people really started giving me my flowers. And then me and my producer, we decided to go separate ways. And right when we were, I feel like not at the height, but when we were literally about to just like We really could have hit. That's when we party ways, and I packed up all my stuff and I moved to LA. But I was like I said, I'm a calculated person. So before I had even moved to LA, I was already visiting LA a year prior to me moving. Cause I'm calculated. I don't want to go nowhere or do anything that I'm gonna fail at miserably. It's okay to maybe like
Fail a little bit,
but I can't fail miserably. And living in my car trying to chase a dream ain't it.
Okay.
Ain't never been it.
Okay.
So I was going. So what I did was I took my money. Like I said, I'm always a hustler. So my uncle owns a speakeasy bar in Houston. So I was his bar manager.
Got the blue door.
We got a blue door.
I said not the blue door. You know what the blue door is?
No, I don't. What is that? I don't. But if you go to the original speakeasy, we got a black door.
Well, yeah,
It's on the Third Ward Strip.
If you live in Houston, Google the blue door. You'll get wise.
Okay, I'll look that up. I'm from there. I ain't never heard of that one, so you got me on that one. But I was his bar manager, and I was substitute teaching, and I've always been a singer. So I had a band in Houston. Me and my mother, we had a band together. So me and my mom had a band together from the time I was 19 all the way up until I left to go to LA. So again, we were called Timeless the Band. You can find us on YouTube. And we did corporate events, holiday parties. We did restaurants. You know, Papa Do's. We used to be singing at Papa Do's, baby. So I come to LA for 1 month, and I just go to every open mic I can. Then I go, and mother was like, hey, after that month, they calling like, hey, can you come be like a featured artist? I'm like, I don't live in LA. I live in Texas. Like, you gonna fly me out there? They like, no, we ain't got no budget to fly you out. We ain't got that. I'm like, but if you out here again, like, let us know. I say, okay, bet. Took me 8 months, saved up all my money. My homeboy Chris, who I met in college in Chicago, was living in LA. He was like, hey, my roommate's moving out. I got an extra room. If not, if they decide they don't, like, shout out to Chris, because Chris is really one of the biggest reasons that I moved to LA, out of being comfortable.
Right.
He made it very easy for me. He was just like, you come out here, even if we don't have a place, you can share my room with me, sis. You need to be out here.
Because Chris went to school out here too.
Chris went to school out here too, but he's from Milwaukee. Chris is my male best friend. Hey, Chris. And so he was the one who was like, they moving out. I mean, me and you, we can move with them, or hell, we can get our own place, or we can keep this one. Like, he was trying to make it work, because he like, this is where you need to be, team.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, Chris. And I kept pushing it back. So originally I was supposed to move there in 6 months, and that would have been like June. And I'm like, I ain't ready yet, Chris. I gotta save some more money. I'm gonna come in July. He like, all right, my roommate's moving out in July. I hit their rent, so you better be out in July. I'm like, all right, July. I ain't going July either. So mind you, I'm paying rent in LA for 2 months before I even move out there. But I'm hustling. So that shit I'm living with my mama, so it ain't no pressure. I'm like, all right, cool. And our rent was cheap as hell, because we got rent control. At that time, the rent was $1,200. We was paying $600 a piece. And that's utilities included. God.
There's a reason behind that.
I live in the jungle, so what? Yeehaw. With the lions, tigers, and bears.
She lives in LA, in the jungle.
In New Jays.
If you've ever watched Training Day or anything about LA, you know the jungle's.
Ain't cold. Ain't got nothing on me. Yes, that's where I stay. I don't stay on that block.
Yeah.
But I stay in, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's gentrifying.
It ain't that. It ain't that.
I tell you what, I got a 2-bedroom with a parking spot and a bathroom, and I only pay $13.24, while everybody else got a 1-bedroom and they paying $2,000. Cause you know what? I love to live below my means so that I can do the things that I want to do. And see, a lot of y'all like to live above y'all means, and that's why y'all can't experience because you trying to live it with the Joneses. Now I know safety is a priority for folks, but hey, I ain't never scared. And I'm well protected. Shout out to my boy Sonny. All right.
I thought you was gonna shout out God, but yeah.
Shout out to God too. But when I say well protected, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
By the bangers.
Okay, so you get out to LA, and then you had mentioned this earlier, but like you got to tour with Kanye.
I did.
And you said that was like within 8 months of you being there, right?
8 months of me being there. God is good.
Okay. And so.
How did that happen?
Yeah.
Okay. That happened because, like I said, I hit the ground running. So that 1 month I had went to LA, and then the 8 months came back. I already knew where I needed to go and perform. And people had already kind of remembered me from those 8 months ago. So I was like refreshing folks' memories. So I was literally doing singing videos and I was tagging all the platforms. Like, let me come kill your stage. Let me come kill your stage. Now, once again, niggas gonna hold they nuts on you when they don't know you. I don't mind you holding your nuts because once I come through the building, you gonna drop them. So I come through, I'm killing the open mics. They don't want to give me no feature act. They like, you gotta do the open mic first. Bitch, please, I'll do the open mic. And I'm finna tear it down. Now, I'm not no Jasmine Sullivan. I don't be running all to the heavens. And I'm not even no Beyonce. But I know I can sing, I be on key, and I know how to perform. And a lot of people that can sing, they can't perform. They're boring. Boring. Boo, tomatoes, tomatoes. So it's...
Nobody smack you. About to smack you.
He asked me to come on here, okay? He didn't know what he was getting himself into, baby. So probably a whole nutcase. So I'm going and I'm killing the open mics. I do one of the open mics called Unplugged LA. It's still around. Shout out to my boy Joe. And then I did another one called Soulful Illinois. Shout out to Lanisha and Xavier. Still my family. All of them still my family to this day. I do Unplugged LA. This is 2 weeks of me being in LA. They made me their featured act. Made me a featured act along with 2 other people. Jason Lee was there, by the way. That's from Jason.
The blogger.
The blogger. Yeah, he was there in the front seat. It was cool to see him. You know, LA, you see famous people all the time.
Yeah, it's interesting walking around and being in LA.
Because they regular people. We don't be hyped about seeing them.
I mean, yeah, like living in SoCal, like I've never really cared about celebrities like that. Like people are like, oh, who's your idol? I'm like, nah,
nobody, me.
But yeah, like I don't come across athletes. Like one time I was in San Diego at La Jolla and Troy Polamalu, that's football dude. You don't know who that is. But he be in the commercials, the Head and Shoulders.
Okay. Oh, with all the bread? Okay, got you.
He came into Five Guys to get a burger. Everybody asking for
okay, nigga just trying to get a burger.
And I'm like, bro, leave bro alone. He just trying to get a burger, dude. And he was holding out from training camp. So I was like, he supposed to be eating this.
Right.
But yeah, like I don't see other football players in and out. I walked into a restaurant or something and Katie was walking down the street. It's LA.
Yeah, it's LA. You're gonna see him. Faith Evans was at one of my shows. She was there too. Yeah. She came like right when I was getting off the stage. But did the show and killed it. And a girl named Brooke, shout out to Brooke, B Stings. She was like, I like you. Mm-hmm. Never had met me. She was like, I love your energy. Mm. You are just so cool. Like I want to be your friend. Mm. You just seem cool as hell. I'm like, girl, let's be friends. I'm a friendly person, so. I'm like, yeah, girl, follow me. Yo, think I'm friendly? Maybe not to you.
Nah, you friendly. You friendly.
I can be snappy, but I'm snappy within reason, and he be needing to get snapped on sometimes.
First of all, the first time I met Tiaramy, she was looking angry at brunch.
I was looking angry. I was angry because the lady was taking 2 hours to bring me my drinks.
Fast forward to the end of the party, she on the mic singing. So this is the range of Tiaramy and me meeting her in like 2 hours.
The DJ liked what he singing in the crowd, but he didn't know that I was coming up there to take that microphone. That nigga trying to give me a shot. I'm like, no, nigga, give me the mic. Fuck that shot. Give me the microphone.
She said a shot because she can't drink. She's a lightweight. Anyway, so let's
take a shot.
No thanks. It's my birthday. Happy birthday.
Right, it's his birthday. We gotta take a birthday. I'm
not taking a shot. It's a Monday, so no. Tomato, boo, boo, whatever.
Yeah. Brooke is the one who hooked me up with the Kanye West audition, and she submitted my name on a Tuesday. Mm-hmm. They text me back to come audition Wednesday. The audition was Thursday, and I did the audition, got the job, and we started practicing Thursday. And the first show was that Sunday. Mm. And I did that from August 2019 all the way up until September of 2021.
Okay. So not even like 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I know you've acted. You've done a little bit of acting, right? A lot of acting, actually. Okay. More on YouTube, though. So I'm like the girl that everyone calls to do their
YouTube sketches.
Okay.
But I'm also in a few movies. You can find me on Tubi.
You ain't did nothing with Big Jai.
I got one with Big Jai, but it was not on his platform. It was another friend's platform, and we were all into it. But actually, I punched Big Jai in the face in the skit.
So what's next? Like what's the next 3 things that you probably doing?
Next 3 things, I am taking Tappin Tuesday to a more elevated experience where I will be bringing on guests to tell their stories. So Tappin Tuesday, I don't talk about no topics. I'm a straight storyteller, and I talk about things from my life, the good, the bad, the ugly, the great. I got topics talking about bad dating experiences from, I had ex-boyfriend who used to be a pimp, all the way to me and my mom transitioning and dealing with my grandmother that has dementia and her moving in with us. So I talk about a broad variety of things. Things that I don't do male bashing or female bashing, relationship stuff.
Kudos to you, because I hate when people do that. Like, it's useless.
And I also don't really talk about things that people do that bother me. No shade, no tea.
She does, though. She tells it in her stories.
But it's about that person in the story.
I think that's worse to talk about somebody individually than to just say, like, I don't generally like these things.
But here's the thing. I don't tell names, person, place, or things.
Yeah, most people know who you're talking about that know you, though.
No, they don't. They don't. Only my closest of friends. And some of them don't even be known. They be like, wait, who's that story about? Because most of the stories are from my early 20s. Or when I was in college. You know? It's not any like, it's a few news stories, of course.
Business.
What?
But if it happened 10 years ago, it don't even need to be talked about.
It doesn't need to be talked about because it's my experience. And if you come in my life and you cause any disturbance of my peace, you will be a part of the story. Good, bad, or ugly. I don't give a damn. But once you come and you
contribute to my stress.
Exactly. I'm telling the story. Because the story gonna get told. Have I been threatened a few times? I have, but I don't give a damn. Because first of all, you got to find me.
Threatened.
Yeah. I had a boy tell me he was gonna put $10,000 on my head. From Chicago. He ain't do it. He ain't never gonna do it. Yeah, he's a fake gangster. This was years ago though.
Hopefully he don't know you at my house. Anyway.
Hey, my buddy.
And then, okay, so we got Tappin.
So yeah, Tappin Tuesday, I'm just going to elevate it and start bringing people on. It'll be a new setting. It will also be better quality from the visual side and audio side. And yeah, I'm just trying to turn it into a actual show. Like I want it to be a show. Like, you know, I got a cute little Mikey Mike on my little clippy clip. Like, yeah, like real show, like real show vibes. So, and then the ultimate goal with Tappin Tuesday is to just make it a live variety show. Like I said, I'm a lead singer of a band. So of course, me and my band, we will be opening and closing. And then in the middle, we'll have story time with my guests, and audience members can chime in on Ask Tiaramy. I give good advice. I actually give good advice. I don't actually ask too many people for advice either.
She is the friend that gets asked advice. Yeah.
I am. But yeah, that's basically what I'm working on. And then me and my band, of course, we plan on, you know, doing tours and just going around and doing our thing and eventually creating some original music and, you know, getting it licensed so we can get it on some TV shows and some movie soundtracks. We trying to make some money, okay? You know, when you do anything in entertainment, you have to always look at it as how can I make money? And it's about branding. So even with Tappin Tuesday, like the other idea is just becoming like an Amazon influencer and wearing items and introducing new items on Tappin Tuesday and telling people, hey, go to the store, click the link, hit that. And then also grabbing other brands and collabing with them like, hey, I can promote your shit.
Speaking of which, make sure you click the links in the description. Go to my Amazon list. There are a lot of items if you want to start a podcast, if you're trying to buy something for your girl, it's about to be Christmas. You know, it's a lot of people's birthdays. We got Hube essentials, things that I just have, I think are essential to life as an adult, like new wipes, soaps, shea butters, things like that.
Is it are you on Amazon?
Yes, to me questions, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But
How am I asking so many questions?
but yeah, make sure y'all click on the link.
This dude.
And I'm gonna hire you as my social media manager. Since you telling me to post on TikTok. What's it? You need to log into TikTok and let you.
Oh, I got a job. What?
You be my first employee.
Okay. What else are you evaluating about said person?
Whether they'll be here after Christmas, whether I want to see them on Christmas.
Okay.
You know. Are you asking like what characteristics am I evaluating about?
Yeah.
You know, sustainability within, you know, relationship with me.
Okay.
Temperament, the ability to be flexible. Of course, if they're going to be with me, hopefully this is my last relationship. So the ability to be a bonus mom for my son, and not try to be his mother or like, you know,
right.
Not
Stay in the lane.
Yes, stay in the lane. Do we have chemistry? Do we have, you know, other shared interests and goals and values? Those
right.
All those things, right? Conflict, stress, how you deal with stress.
Yeah, you gotta have an argument to see. Right. You don't really know if you really like the motherfucker until you have an argument.
Well, but you also got to know how that person deals with stress.
That too.
And so, yeah, that'll be what's going on. And then.
All right, y'all. So maybe we'll find out next year if you knows best.
Same you place, same time. But Tiaramy, thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for having me. It was fun.
Yep.
Excuse all the foul language. I am a cursor. Potty mouth.
But yeah, as always, guys, I wish you peace, patience, understanding, knowledge, wisdom, discernment, health, stress, resolve. Be your best self because everybody else is already taken. And you know, be easy or not. But for every action, there's a reaction. Every choice, there's a consequence. Talk to y'all later.